We're live, ladies and gentlemen. How we doing? Thursday morning. Throat's gone, but we're here, regardless to talk about it. So I want to comment in, and I want everybody in discussing Rangers and all that good stuff. It's a morning stream, you know. It's a morning stream. It's a morning. It's a morning stream. So I'll let everybody get in, then I'll talk about Rangers. But we'll probably go about 20 minutes a day. You can probably tell, man. See that throat's hanging on here for dear life. Doesn't know what to be at. How we doing though, everybody? Rangers. Oh, let's talk about them. Let's get stuck straight in about them. Questions will be asked. The people say sure, brilliant. What next? So obviously we return this weekend to Ibrox. It was very much needed, my friends. Incredible film. We're going to read a wee bit of news, but there's not really an awful lot floating about. But the live streams are going to come back. I haven't really done that many live streams in the month of September. But we're here. We're back. It's all about the here and now, folks. So that's what we'll talk about right now. Daily Record. What's the Daily Record saying? What's BBC saying? What is the Rangers, all these other websites about Rangers saying? Let's see here. I mean, honestly, there's barely any news about Rangers because of what happened last night. And if you're living under a rock, then you probably didn't watch the Champions League last night, but there's nothing really to do with us. St Johnstone owner being treated for cancer of the head and neck. Well, that's pretty sad news there. Regarding St Johnstone owner Adam Webb. Hopefully he gets better soon. Just Celtic. Yeah, I mean, there's actually nothing really regarding Rangers. I mean, that's another reason why I haven't really done any lives. I mean, I could have done a few lives, like after the Dundee United game, but I mean, there's really not nothing, man. You know, we can turn this into a Q&A if we want, but like in terms of Rangers news, there is nothing. You know, do we want to talk about Vladimir Rees's fucking performance last night? Because I thought he shat the bed, man. Guy didn't know what he was at. Rangers, this is according to Football Scotland, this is pretty shite news, to be honest. Rangers have no plans to add to their squad with out-of-contract players. That's just bogging into it, man. We're not planning on bringing any of those free. I mean, we were linked with Davy Klaassen, but obviously he's went to Ajax. And now what are we doing? Just sitting here. Doing nada. Doing nothing. Doing absolutely. He, wrapped in awe, as my Fimto was dangerously close to the PS5. Who likes Fimto, everybody? Imagine the Fimto just, that'd been a good night, man. If it's spilt on that. But obviously, right, we've got Dundee up at the weekend on Saturday, 5:30. Who's going to the game? Who's going to the game, everybody? Hit that like button and broke the PS5. It's Depression City around Rangers, right? And that is the reality. I'm not going to fucking pretend it's not. But you got to take your positives when you can, folks. And Ibrox is back this weekend, obviously a bit. The stand is still closed. My throat's done. Got a really sore throat. You get some honey and lemon into me, but at the same time, Ibrox coming back, it's great, but it will either make or break us, because if we start losing, man, Ibrox will turn putrid. It will turn toxic. It will be bad. But if you start winning, some good stuff in there. So it's like a double-edged sword being back at Ibrox. I mean, it needs to happen, obviously, but for anybody that was at a lot of games last year when we were getting beat, I was at the Irish Limassol game. It was putrid, that 1-1 game. The Aberdeen game, again, really poor. I mean, the Real Betis game I was at was really bad as well. The Motherwell game I was at, things weren't really putrid at that point because we were top of the league and we lost, but, the league was still there to be won. It wasn't won, though. You doing all right, big man, with a thumbs up? You doing all right? 1888. A lot of eights in there. My throat's done, by the way, everybody. So, for new viewers, I can't exactly. I won't be going in R today. My throat is hanging on, and I've no juice left. It's going to be brilliant back at Ibrox. Yes, I agree. It's been very doom and gloom so far. But that is positives to take, folks. Positives to take, absolutely, because you got to take them. It's the blue sea of Ibrox. That's it, Jamie. Get it. Come on. That's what we need to believe in. We need to put Dundee to the sword, right? And you know what? There's no news, but you know what? We're going to look at Rangers, and we're going to look at the next set of fixtures for Rangers Football Club, and we can all be in agreement about that. So, and I'll predict every game from here to the end of October. How about those apples, everybody? Right? Don't say I don't give people what they want at 2 minutes past 11. Anyway, right. So, in terms of September, we're at home to Dundee in the Cup. I want to see fresh faces. I want to see a bit of youth put in, right? And I mean, I'm not saying, but not the problem is for me. People be like, "Oh, don't change it too much. We need to win the league." Of course, we need to win the League Cup. We need to win trophies at the end of the day. But we've all got more faith, right? And I've always got more faith in youth than the tried and tested old guard that's just pish. So I think we'll beat Dundee. I'll go 3-1. Tam, man, the Pedos beat 5 or 6 teams with a fraction of their budget, and they act like they're prime Barca. Yeah, I mean, over in folk football, there's been a lot of talk about Slovan Bratislava. Winning the Champions League, getting a lot of money for that win. It's a great win for Celtic, right? I don't think anyone can deny that. But it's Slovan Bratislava, man. Like that team was wank. They'd be like lower mid-table in our league, and our league's not even good. So still great win in Europe. I'm not going to take it away from them, but end of the day, let's see what they do against Leipzig and Dortmund. See if they can pick up big results there, and then that's when I will give fair play, kudos. I mean, it's still a great win. 5-1, scoring 5 goals in any game is still a pretty good achievement. But I mean, anyone that watched the game last night quickly realised that how the fuck did Slovan Bratislava make it into this tournament? But they don't care. They don't care about getting beat 5-1. They're just happy to be there. I'm not saying they laid down, but they're just happy to be there, man. That club is a Diddy club, and they managed to get the riches of the Champions League in here. They did more. They did more than what Rangers did. Slovan Bratislava. They actually managed to qualify. We didn't. So I can't bury them too much at the end of the day. But anyway, back to Rangers. So my throat's done. Every swallow's like a fucking razor blade. Every swallow. They've beat 5 teams with no cash and shite Rangers and act like they've won everything. Biggest overreactors and FIPA. That'll be throwing us into there. So, that's why they're overreacting. Because we are a part of the shite now. Malmo at home. Well, Malmo's at home. We're away. I think we could beat Malmo, but I'll go with a draw. I don't think a draw away in Malmo is a horrific result. I think it would be decent enough. But again, I don't rate Malmo. I think we should be beating Malmo away from home. And I look at the group and I think a lot of tough games in there. Nice, United, Tottenham, Lyon. I think you need to be beating Malmo at home or away from home. Sorry. Right. Rangers against Hibs. Oh my, this is so difficult in my throat. Yeah, I'll go Rangers to beat Hibs. Hibs are pish. End of the day. Right, Thursday, 3rd of October. Rangers against Olympique Lyon. I'm gonna go 0-0. A shiter 0-0. Don't know what Lyon are doing in Ligue 1, but you know what? I'll back my team at home by saying 0-0. Still be a decent performance, hopefully. Wait to Villa, Dortmund, Atlanta, Leipzig get a hold of Pervco. I'll check out Fog Football. Be reviewed over there. Right, then we've got St Johnstone at home. I think that's a win. Obviously, I think they'll be harder with no Craig Levein. Well, it depends on who they appoint. Obviously, shout out to Adam Webb. Hopefully, he gets better soon with his diagnosis of cancer this morning. Then we play Kelly away Sunday, 20th of October. The writing's on the wall. I think the writing will be on the wall for that game, man. It will probably be an absolute shit show, to say the least. Is the Black Bull 11 in your plate fixtures? I don't know, man. I need to open the microwave to check the plate. Wednesday night's fucking reheat at Milan on a Thursday. 24th of October, Rangers against Stack Bucharest. I'll go 2-1 Rangers. Then, well, actually, I haven't even predicted the Kelly game, honestly. Kelly are doing a hole right now, but I would still expect them to do something against us at Rugby Park. This team, we won last year at Rugby Park, man, but I'll go with a draw at Rugby Park. Right, we'll beat Stad Bucharest, I think 2-0. Beat St Mirren as well, I'll go 3-1. Then finally, away to Aberdeen, which is the last game that I'm going to preview. If Aberdeen are still, high in the table, Aberdeen, man, they could smoke us. They could. They're in a great run of form. Pataudry is always difficult for us. So, I mean, I don't think you'll find anyone truly confident going into this game of football. So, is what it is. Wait till there are 3 games that Harriers will get destroyed. Beat a Bratislava team that aren't even a Conference League team, and they will come down with a heavy bang. You better believe it. I'll have to wait and see, won't we? Whenever I don't even know in Celtics, I don't really care when Celtics' next game is in the Champions League, because Thursday nights is the real competition. Thursday nights, everybody, come on, Thursday nights. Da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na. Brilliant. Loving life. God, dick. Oh man, my throat. Tom's having a mare. I mean, that's every game that I've previewed up to the end of October. I'll have a wee cheeky look here at November. The Dundee game has been postponed. I'm going to assume that's because the semi-final of the Cup. Don't quote me on that. The reason why that's been postponed is because we play Dundee, and therefore one of us are guaranteed the semis, if anyone's wondering. Bring on Spurs. Ange probably won't even be there when we play. Yeah, Ange's a lucky boy, by the way. Getting beat 1-0 last night by Coventry. You came back 1-2-1. Could you imagine if we went at the cup after his comments about winning cups? Who's this Diddy, man? What's that all about? Right. So into November, away to Olympiacos. They won the Conference League. They're a good team. I'm going to predict my team to lose there. I'm going to go 2-1 Olympiacos. Then, which would put us on what? 7 points out of 12. I mean, that's not too bad. In Europa League. Then we're at home to Hearts. I would still expect us to beat Hearts, but you never know. By the 10th of November, maybe Hearts have turned their season around. Well, if Naismith ain't there, they'll definitely be better. Put it that way. Fat Ange is a game away for getting the sack. Shows you how pish Scottish football is. Big Ange. He should not. Well, I think he'll be thinking he should never have left, but he did get a lot of money. Rangers against Dundee United. We'll win that. We're at home. Then we're away to Nice. Nice again are another very good team. Honestly, we'll probably get pumped in that game by Nice. But in the Europa League, right? We are away to Olympiacos, away to Nice, at home to Tottenham, and then away to United. If we haven't picked up like 7 points before those games, I think it's not looking good. And then our last game was against Union Saint Galoise, so Ange handed Sevco their arse many a time. He did. I'm not gonna fucking pretend he didn't. We beat him a few times as well, but not many of them mattered, Ange. Cheers 5, Scum D 0. Brilliant, right? I mean, that's I'm not going to go through every Rangers fixture from here to the end of time. Yeah, we have got a harder group, and you look at Olympiacos, Nice, Tottenham, then United. If we're going into those 4 games with only like 4 free points, I do worry. I do worry about the Europa League. I still think we should get through to into the top 24, regardless. But if you say you pick up 7 points, right? But then you're at home to Lyon. I've considered Lyon like an easy point. We need to beat Stade Bucharest and Malmo. I think that needs to be the case. I'd love it if Ange gets sacked before our game. Take away Scottish medias. We love reunion with him. I'd be all over, wouldn't it? There'd be no love. There'd be no love. There'd be no reunion. What is going on there? What is going on? Right, everybody, we're going to the 20-minute mark. 3 more minutes because my throat's done. And there's not much to talk about. I know there's a few other people on here that they stream every morning, but it's recycled pish at the end of the day. And yeah, I mean, we've got a Dundee game that I could talk about, but you know what? That's more for a preview, Fred. That's more for the morrow. It's more for the morrow. I want to see Humza Gamani start. I want to see Kazim start. I want to see other players start. Ninsala. Because I've got more faith in the youngsters and the new signings. Well, I mean, not every new signing, but I've more faith in them than I do the old guard. See if James Tavernier starts against Dundee, man. I just don't get it anymore with James Tavernier. I didn't get it, guys. I didn't get it. I don't understand anymore. Everybody. Where's a black dog? It's a lab. It's no mine. Right, everybody, get your final comments in. Last order here. Bratislava were scored at 5-0 in their own league last week after qualifying for Champions League. Yeah, I mean, they're not a good team. They're not. But see, I said this last night, right? See, because it's got the Champions League graphics, right? The Champions League money and, the Champions League anthem. People seem to think that beating Bratislava 5-1 is better than beating Dortmund 4-2. Because one happened in the Champions League and one happened in the Europa League. Anyone with a fucking IQ worth a damn would be able to decipher that and be like, no, it's not. Win the Champions League, it's still good. Yeah, Celtic deserve to get there, so did Slovan Bratislava. But end of the day, we'll see what happens when they come out against the big teams. But there was a reason Slovan Bratislava were like 13-1. I was debating. I think Bratislava in over 10 corners was 23-1. I was debating a tenner. Then I looked at the starting 11 and went, no, that starting 11's pish. Don't know what sort of starting 11 I would have had to have seen. For me to bet Slovan Bratislava. Who really cares? Says, get something for your throat, mate. I will. It was all right last night. But no, I think there's nothing worse. See the day before you get a sore throat or a cold, you just know. Well, I say there's nothing worse. You could die. Like, I mean, that's a pretty shite alternative, but you just know. You just know. Let's see if they can go to Dortmund. But thanks to the £2. Who really cares? Appreciate it. Let's see if they can go to Dortmund and win. I'll crack the jokes. Well, that's it. If Celtic go to Dortmund, right, or beat Leipzig at home, or beat Atalanta away, or beat Philip Hartman, they're great results. But see that Slovan Bratislava, I would honestly expect every team that was in Europe this season for Scotland to give them a game. I'm talking about St Mirren and Kelly. Kelly went toe to toe with Copenhagen. Hearts are pish, but they went toe to toe with Victoria Pleasant. I mean, honestly, Slovan Bratislava are by far the worst team in that competition. Obviously, we hold the record for the worst team in the competition before anyone fucking comments that. I get it, right? The 4-team group's playing 6 games. Rangers hold the record for the worst campaign ever. That's in history now. We're fucking pish. But in terms of right now, the 36 teams that are in the Champions League, Slovan Bratislava are the worst. It took a wonder goal for them to get a goal to muster anything. Kasper Schmeichel played in the slippers again. I believe they have to go to the Etihad. I believe they host Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich put fucking 9 past Dynamo Zagreb. They're pretty decent, by the way. Zagreb are all right. So, tell you what, I think Slovan Bratislava could be conceding double-digit goals against the likes of City and Slovan Bratislava, but no, Bayern Munich, sorry, not conceding it against themselves. Anyway, guys, I'll get something from my throat. There'll be more videos throughout today. We're back. Champions League fallout over on Fog Football. We don't have to go to Dortmund and win, but it would be nice. No, you don't. Yeah, that's it. Winning tonight or yesterday, sorry, it means Celtic aren't really in any pressure to do anything in Dortmund. It would be a luxury to win. Doesn't mean you go and lie down, but if Celtic go and lose to Dortmund 2-1, it's not a disaster. But if you lost to Slovan Bratislava, then go to Dortmund and lose, it's like, oh, no points after 6 games. But yeah, Celtic, they sit second at the Champions League. That's good for them. As for Rangers, we'll be sitting top of the Europa League when we scud Malmo. How about those apples? The Thursday night plate competition. All right. But anyway, there'll be more follow-up to European football and all that shite over in Fog Football. As for Rangers, we'll be back. The Mora Dundee preview. I'll be back later on tonight. I need to wrap up EA Sports 24. I don't care about FIFA. It comes out tonight. I'm not even going to buy it. But see the 5 hours you get on EA Sports or EA Play. I'll be there. Europa final again. Anyway, guys, thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the time that you've gave Big Stevie this morning. Until then, peace.